Hello friends, once again you're with the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing Last Night on Earth. It's again the zombies' turn, so first we move the soundtrack marker, there's still a lot of time left. And then we draw new zombie cards. Again we draw 2 cards, and that one is Shamble. Play this card to move a zombie d6 spaces instead of its normal move. Well, that is a great card. Okay, and the second one is Zombie Search. It says sacrifice. Choose any hero on the board to immediately draw a hero card. Immediately spawn d6 zombies. These zombies may move and fight normally this turn. Okay, so I think I'm gonna first play this Zombie Search. And let's see. I think I allow Raquel to search or to draw a card because she already has 4 cards, so she might be it might be necessary for her to discard a card. Well, or I could force Johnny to do it. I'm not absolutely sure. Johnny has this 2-handed weapon. That's also interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll let Johnny do it. He draws a card. And that's a revolver. So again, it's the problem. Johnny has now to decide if he wants to keep the hedge trimmer or if he wants to keep the revolver, and I think he keeps the hedge trimmer. There are lots of zombies in his area, so this hedge trimmer is a very strong weapon. And so in this case, I think it was a good decision of the zombie player to let Johnny draw the card, because in the end we've lost that revolver. And now he's allowed to spawn d6 zombies. And there are already 12 zombies on the board, so it's pretty hard now. And that's 4 new zombies. Okay. And we also have to roll if some zombies enter with grave weapons. So the first one doesn't. He simply enters here. The second one doesn't either. It's another 3. Comes into play here. What about the third one? That's an 8. Remember, on a 9 or 10, the zombie player is allowed to draw a grave weapon. And that's another 8. So no zombies with grave weapons during this special action. So that was this special card, Zombie Search. And then it's Shamble. And now I'm allowed to move 1 zombie d6 spaces instead of his normal move. So I'm not sure which one that might be. Maybe the one with the sickle is pretty strong, or that one with the forge. Maybe that's a good idea to bring them into the game as fast as possible. On the other hand, there is also this guy with the death stench, or stench of death. I'm not sure, let's see. I think I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna take the one with the sickle. Oh, that's just a 1. That's sad for the zombie player. So that's just one space. So that wasn't that good. Okay, and then we roll to spawn new zombies. It's not possible because there are so many zombies on the board now when we can't roll higher than the number of zombies on the board. And then we're allowed to move the zombies, but not the one with the sickle. So actually this one will move here, that one will move here, that one moves here. They all go for that, for Becky. And that zombie moves here and then attacks Raquel. These 3 zombies, they move here. And one zombie actually has to move here because of the hunger, but I decided not to move with more zombies on this space because, well, basically this guy is getting stronger and stronger the more zombies are with him on the same space. So it might be a good idea to move them somewhere else. So I think actually I'm gonna simply move them here. Or, yeah, I think that's okay. They move here. And that one moves here. So that gives him the option to either go up here or to go to that lady. But it's always faster to move through the center than taking the direct way like that. And these 2 zombies, they simply move here. So I think we now, yeah, we moved them all. Fine, and then we have to fight the heroes. And now here we have some contact. So before we fight, we roll a die. On a 6 we draw this special fight card, and that's a 3. So let's see, Raquel. Well, normally she would be allowed to roll 2 dice, but she's got that laying down the law card. That gives her an extra fight dice. And then she's got Doc Brody's memoirs. Let me see. Yeah, it's another fight dice. So she's got 4 fight dice, while the zombie has only 1. So that shouldn't be too dangerous. And, well, that's a tie. And zombies win on ties. So that isn't really good. I'm wondering if there's some card I could use. But I don't think so. This card helps to heal, to fully heal any hero. But she just has 1 damage. So I think it doesn't make any sense to use that card right now. But she's got that intuition ability. So if I'm very lucky and roll a 6, which is not the case, this wound would have been cancelled. Okay, so that was pretty unlucky. I take a wound. And then it's this big fight here. So first let's see if the player is allowed to draw a fight card. We rolled three dice, and that's no 6, 2 5s and a 1. So it's all normal. Johnny, he is already wounded. So if he now loses a fight, he would be killed. And actually he would be turned into a zombie. Because as long as this marker here is in the black part of the soundtrack, every killed hero becomes a zombie. When it's in the red part, and I assume that is when it reaches 13, then the heroes simply die and they don't become zombies. So I could now heal, but that's kind of a waste actually. I don't want to do that. I think he is so strong that I don't give him an extra card. He must do it. So he's allowed now to take 5 dice. Normally he would be allowed to take 2, but then because of 3 additional zombies on the board, he's allowed to roll 5 dice, while the zombie is only allowed to roll 1. So that should be no problem. But there can be surprises. So let's start. And that wasn't a problem at all. And actually, that's interesting. He rolled twice doubles. So that's definitely enough to kill one of these zombies. If you roll a double and it's higher than the roll of the zombie, then you could kill the zombie. So that is gone now. And now he's just allowed to roll 4 dice, because for every zombie on his space he gets an extra die. So it's now 4 against 1, which is still pretty awesome. And he's lucky again. He killed another one. Okay, well that's pretty bloody action now. If I imagine that, how this guy is swinging his hedge trimmer, well, I think that's nothing for children. Okay, well, I'm just thinking about some really funny movie scenes. I mean, he's here in the gym, and there's this basketball thing here, and well, maybe some hats are flying around. So that could be a really funny movie. Okay, well, I'm sorry for that, but it's a zombie game. So now he's actually doing his last fight, and because there's only 1 zombie left now, this is getting a little more dangerous, because, well, he can only take 1 additional die now. What a roll! 4 times a 5. And the interesting thing is, this guy wins fights on a tie. So that's good enough. He killed all 3 zombies. That was awesome. That was just great. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So that was the fighting. And then yeah, that's basically the end of the zombie turn. Okay, and so now it's the heroes, and the first thing that will happen is Johnny will go first, and he's got his movement action now, and because of his youth may give up a move action to fully heal, and that's definitely something he will do. So now he's healed again, and now we see that it was probably a good decision not to use the cards to heal him. It was a little risky, but I think it was worth it. Okay, so that was pretty much Johnny's turn, and then it's Jade, and well, she's still here in the high school, and she might search. That's a 4. So Yeah, she simply searches. And that's a welding torch. So that's no explosive, that's just a fire item. Combat bonus, reroll one of the hero's fight dice, may be used multiple times per fight. After each use, breaks on 1 or 2. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so now she's got actually 3 weapons. Jeb's lucky wrench, the jumper cables, and the welding torch. But she's allowed to have 3 weapons because of the backpack. But she can't carry more than 3 weapons because only one of the additional items may be a weapon. She can carry 7 items all over, so now she has 5. Okay. And then it's Raquel, and well, she better moves away. I think that's a good decision. And that's a 1. Well, that's bad. Still, I think she should go here. At least try to avoid these 3 zombies here. And, well, I wasn't really lucky. Okay, and then she can shoot. And she shoots at this guy, that single zombie here. She uses her revolver. And that's again a 1. And, well, actually, on the roll of 1, the revolver is out of ammo. She has this card here that says add +1 on any rolls to hit. Still, I think that this is not the question if the roll is a hit or not. This is the question if it is out of ammo. So I think actually I would have to discard the revolver anyway. But now I got this ammo card here, and that says anytime a gun item would have to be discarded from this hero, you may discard ammo in its place. So we're gonna do that. And wow, this turn isn't too good until now. And then it's Becky. And she also better moves away. Because of this crawling torso, she needs at least to roll a 4. Otherwise, she can't move. And that's a 1, 2. Oh my god. Okay, so she won't move, and she searches instead. And that card says, just a scratch. Play when a hero is about to take a wound. Prevent that wound. Well, I think this is a card that you find in every Flying Frog product, called just a scratch. The thing is now, she might use the hunting rifle to shoot that crawling torso. Normally you can't shoot through walls, but if you are directly adjacent to a wall, then you are allowed to do that. So if the zombie would be here, she wouldn't be allowed to shoot through that wall. But here it's imagined that there are some small holes or something where she could shoot through. So it's possible for her to shoot on that torso here. And she needs to roll a 3 or higher. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh god, what's wrong with this die? It's again a 1. So that's really bad. And then we have to roll again, and on a 1 or 2 the hunting rifle is out of ammo. Oh, that's a 6 this time. Okay. So she can keep the rifle, but that was a terrible turn. Yeah, definitely. Okay, the good thing now is, because it was such a bad turn, it might become a little more interesting now. It's the zombies. We can move the soundtrack marker once again, so it's now at 14. And then we're allowed to draw 2 zombie cards. Haunted by the Past. Play this card at the start of a zombie turn on any hero that does not have keyword student. That hero gains the keyword strange and may not have any townsfolk events played on them. Well, that's not too bad. He can play this at the start of his next turn, not right now. And then we got Deadly Surprise. Play this card at the start of a fight to immediately draw a grave weapon for the zombie. Oh my god. Play when a zombie wins a fight to cancel any card that remains in play on the d6 roll of 4, 5 or 6. Well, that would be also an interesting card, because she could cancel this card, laying down the law. Ordog Brody's Memoirs. No, that isn't a card that remains in play. But she could cancel that card. I'm not sure what is better. Okay, let's see. So right now he keeps both cards, and then we have to move the zombies. I think there are more than 12 zombies on the board. Let me see, it's 4, 8, 10. There are 12 zombies on the board, so we don't have to roll to spawn new zombies. So let's move them right now. Well, here it's pretty clear. They go here, and they might actually go here, and that gives them the opportunity. Or on the other hand, I'm not so sure. No, I think they stay here in the building, and yeah, I think that's okay. And then these two, well, this guy is really terribly strong. Anyway, I think these two now can attack. It makes no sense to attack with 3 or more, but I think with 2 it's worth a try. I mean, or maybe we should just take 1. I think the best chance is actually simply to take 1. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I think I'd take only 1, and the other one moves here. Or yeah, he moves here. I know this is not exactly according to my zombie movement rolls, because normally they move to the closest hero, but in this case I think it's an exception, because because this guy gets stronger the more zombies are in his space, so it makes no sense to do this. Okay, now these two move here, and that one might move here, and that one moves here. They move like this, and yeah, I think that's basically it. Well, I'm wondering, maybe it's better for him to move here, actually. So, yeah, he goes there. So that's it now. Okay. And then we gotta do the fighting. So we can start up here. And I think I'm gonna play the deadly surprise here and allow him to allow the zombie to draw a grave weapon. So that says recently dead. The zombie may move D3 plus 1 spaces instead of their normal move. Okay, well that's interesting. Well, actually there is also no clear miniature for that grave weapon, but I think there are some similarities to that miniature here. So I guess I'm gonna take that one and I'm gonna replace that with this zombie here. So first let's see if we can draw a special card. That's a 2, so no. And then Raquel is allowed to roll an extra fight dice and another extra fight dice. Yeah, that's enough. And she actually rolled doubles 3, so that zombie is killed. And yeah, and then we have the fight here. That is Becky, and she doesn't have a special weapon. So first let's see, on a 6 we can draw a new card. No, a 3. So it's just 2 dice against 1 dice. Oh. Well, that's a tie. So Becky takes a wound. Okay. So yeah, that was the zombie turn. And now it's the hero's move actions. So I think, yeah, first Jade, she's probably gonna search. She's got a 1. She simply searches the high school once again, and she found some ammo. So if she had to discard an item, or a gun actually, she can instead discard this. The problem is she doesn't have a gun, so it's not a very useful item for her. Anyway, it's now Johnny. And he, well, let's see. He rolls also a 1, and well, actually I think he simply stays there, and he also draws a card and searches. And that's a torch. The hero ignores the effects of lights out. Combat bonus, discard to make a zombie re-roll its fight dice. Well, that is good. That can be pretty valuable. And it's now Raquel, and she better moves away. Oh my god, that's a 2. Well, that's just good enough. So she now moves here, 1, 2, and then she can flip this exploration marker. Oh, and see what we found, a new hero. Very good. So, okay, that actually might take some time, so just give me a moment here. Okay, so I now determined randomly a fifth character, and that is Victor, the escaped prisoner. He's a really nice guy, a criminal. He's strange, male, and well, he's convicted, so he starts the game with the zombie card, I don't trust them. And that card says, this is this card here, choose a hero with keyword strange. That hero may not exchange items with any other hero. Okay, so it's not too bad, but it's important to remember that. And then he a lockpick, may ignore locked door, and he's full of rage. Rolls an extra fight dice for each hand weapon he has. Okay, so this is now my new hero. Here we got the miniature, and you can still see here his handcuffs, his broken handcuffs. Okay, so yeah, and he was in the post office, hiding there, I assume, and she now met him, and he can now join my group. But he can't do anything right in this turn. Still, he's allowed to draw this starting hero card. So he draws a card, and that says T-Bone football dog. Immediately cancel any zombie card, play on any student hero. Until the end of this turn, that hero wins on ties and rolls 2 extra fight dice, or 3 extra fight dice if Johnny. So that would be him. That's possible. Okay, so we keep this card. And yeah, so that was actually Raquel's action. So Johnny searched, Jade searched, Raquel had her action, and then it's Becky. And she's in trouble, actually. She can try to run away, but it might not be that easy. So she needs a 4 or higher to be able to run away, and that's a 2. So now she's really in danger, definitely. Okay. Well, so she can't move, so she has to search. There is no other way. And she found an axe. Well, that might be a good thing, because until now she doesn't have a melee weapon. Combat bonus. If the hero wins a fight and the zombie is fended off, roll a d6. On the roll of 4, 5, or 6, that zombie takes a wound. That's a very good card. And yeah, I imagine that scene. She's standing there in the hangar, zombies approaching from all sides, and she's panically searching the hangar, and then finally found this axe. So maybe she can show us some good fighting now. And that's exactly what's going to happen right now. There will be a fight against the crawling torso. But before she does so, she can try to shoot the hunting rifle. And yeah, I think she's gonna try to shoot that zombie with the hunting rifle. So she has to roll at least a 3. And this time it's a hit. That's a 6. So the zombie is killed. And she has to roll a die. On a 1 or 2. The hunting rifle is out of ammo. Oh my god, that's really bad luck. So yeah, we have to discard the rifle. That's pretty bad. And then it comes to the fighting, and there is the crawling torso. So now let's see if the zombie player can draw a fight card. Nope, that's a 1. On a 6 he could. So it's just a normal fight. Becky has 2 dice and the zombie has 1. And that's a tie. And I think that's a problem. I think I can play... Yeah, I think I'm gonna... I'm not sure what to do now. I think I'm gonna play this card now, Doc Brody, Country Physician. So she would take a 2nd wound. She can take, well, she could take actually 4 wounds. So maybe there is no reason to play that right now. It's a little risky, but I think she doesn't. She takes that wound. I think that's okay. And the Country Physician would allow her to heal fully. So maybe we should save that card until she takes another wound. But things are not really looking good, actually. Yeah, we took some wounds, especially Becky. And the good thing is Victor has come into play. He might help us. But, well, apart from that, we had 2 tough turns, I think. Okay, anyway, let's see how it goes on, what happens next. I hope to see you in my next videos. Until then, bye.